another dollar. Yep. This morning, I'm thinking about, I guess I'd touch on this since I haven't said anything about it. I don't like to touch on this stuff or talk about this other stuff. I really like to talk football, But, the story's been going on with Matt Weiss. We all know what he did. We all know what he did and everything, and who agrees or is taken up for him. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So the victims are suing him and suing Michigan. That's how lawsuits work. You sue whoever's got the most money. So if he's working for Michigan, Michigan's got the most money, we're gonna sue them too. That's just how it works. And they're gonna have to pay them either in court or settle out of court. They'll probably settle out of court. Who knows? But either way, pay them. Pay them. It's nothing to really argue about or anything like that. But what up? But the funny part is, and this always seems to happen, you got other fan bases who are trying to say, oh, Michigan fans, you guys aren't condemning them and this and that. Yeah, I mean, we all know it was bad what he did. So pay the victims, and that's what we have to do, or that's what Michigan has to do. But the thing is, those other fan bases trying to act like they got some type of moral ground or something like that. This is the problem with a lot of them. They ain't worried about them victims. They ain't worried about what happened to them, those athletes, with Matt Weiss stealing that stuff or stealing that information, their personal information. They not worried about none of that. What they worried about is, he was trying to get information with the sign stealing. That's what he was doing. Y'all ain't worried about none of them victims and all that stuff. Y'all ain't worried about none of it. So stop trying to act like you are. Buckeye Scoop, Spiro, all of them pushing that stuff. They worried about, this has to go with the sign stealing. It's over for Michigan, the scandal. That's all y'all worried about. Stop trying to act like y'all worried about something else. Like y'all care about them people. Y'all don't care about them victims. What y'all care about is, this adds to the sign stealing debacle at Michigan. That's what y'all worried about. Even though it's pretty obvious it has nothing. Yeah, they're not worried about none of this, the victims and, Michigan fans are trying to, take up for Michigan. No. We know what he did was bad. But you Buckeyes and Sparty, not all of y'all, but some of y'all ain't worried about no victims and this is so bad that Matt Weiss was taking personal information from athletes and female athletes and doing pervy stuff. Y'all ain't worried about that. What y'all worried about is, does this tie into the sign stealing? Was he trying to steal? Was he trying to get Ohio State's personal film? Was he trying to get Ohio State's film? That's what y'all worried about. So stop trying to act like y'all got some moral ground, like y'all care about the victims. You don't. You hoping it ties into the football. Somebody stealing some signs or stealing game film or practice film from Ohio State or Michigan State or one of them. That's what a lot of y'all worried about. So just stop. Just stop it. You ain't worried about no victims. It's cute though. But when we see you just really worried about stealing practice film and stuff, it lets me know you don't care about them, the victims. So stop trying to act like you do. Nobody's saying what Matt Weiss did was good or anything. We all know it was trash. We all know it was. You know, so they gonna get their money. You know, they gonna get paid by the University of Michigan. But you know, I just wanted to touch on that. I've been seeing it in the I've been seeing it in the Twitter feed and, you know, these spaces. Exactly. Ain't no more. They don't got no moral ground or nothing. They don't care about those athletes' information that was stole. All they care about is, does this tie in so Michigan can get the death penalty, or Michigan can. That's all they care about. They don't care about none of that. You know, so that's that. You know, I just wanted to touch on it. You know, because it is what it is. You know, so people try to. You're not condemning Michigan. What am I supposed to condemn? Yeah, it was bad, of course. Matt Weiss, he's trash. What am I supposed to say? You know? But yeah, so, you know, I see Buckeye fans and, you know, they take everything to the 10th degree, so they're going to get mad and, you know, we know them. But, spring practice. It's been some stuff coming out of spring practice. Here, the hype train. It's hype train season. Don't get much out of practice. Is my stream going good? Is my connection strong? Because I know it goes in and out. Is my connection strong? Anybody in the chat? Because I can't tell. Okay. So spring, appreciate that, Taylor. But yeah, spring practice, you know, we're getting the spring practice hype train now. It's the hype train. The Bryce hype train has begun. I forget who said it, but they said none of his passes hit the ground. They ain't touching the ground. Every pass he make, it's a completion. The ball don't hit the ground when Bryce let it go. Here we go again. Already. It's like we just got through this last year. Here comes the hype train. You know, take it with a grain of salt. Y'all. But I don't have any doubt that seeing Bryce throw compared to last year, watching Orgy, watching Davis Warren, you know, watching Jaden Davis with his, you know, long, elongated delivery. You know, I don't have any doubt that watching Bryce throw is like, wow, okay, this is different from what we've been seeing. You know, so I don't have any doubt about that. But the hype train is what it is, you know. Who else? Jordan Marshall. Now Jordan Marshall, that's some hype train I can get behind, because he's a dog to me. He's got that dog in him, and I think he's ready. I think he's ready to go for 1,200. If the offensive line is there, I think he's ready to go for 1,000 and up. I think he's ready and willing to work for it. That's the thing. Are you willing to work for it? Are you hungry enough? Do you run physical enough to get 1,200, 1,300 yards? Not just when there's a huge gaping hole, but are you physical? You don't mind getting them tough 2, that tough 3, so you can get a tough 8, and then you get your wide open 50. No, I need you to work, understand the work that comes with it to get those hard yards when it's not a big hole. That's why I think Jordan Marshall, he ain't gonna be that dude, because he don't mind. The same way Blake didn't mind. I don't mind. Feed me. I don't mind getting 2. getting hit in the backfield and turning it into the 3, I don't mind. You just hand that rock off. You just keep handing that rock to me, and I handle the rest. You know, so he looks like that dude. He showed it against Bama, you know, and he don't mind. He don't mind getting them tough yards. He don't mind working for it, you know. Donovan Edwards, like comparison to Donovan just don't run like that. You know, he just don't run like that. He ran too high. I honestly think he didn't work on his lower body enough, but I guess that's neither here nor there now, you know. But he just didn't run. He just wasn't a physical runner. Who is that? Wile E. Coyote? I'm gonna get you out of here shortly. Matter of fact, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just can't wait. I just can't wait. You know, sometimes you can't wait to get it. You know, sometimes when you order a pizza, I'm gonna wait till I get to the house. I can't wait. I see you say some stupid stuff. I can't wait till I get to the house. I gotta get a slice right now. Soon as I get in the car, I get you out of here. You walk a flock of that on somewhere else. We talking football over here. You ain't talking football or somewhere in the vicinity of the conversation. I'm gonna get you out of here. So, yeah, I can't wait. I done burn my mouth trying to. I can't wait. Fuck out of here. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so Donovan just wasn't that type of runner. He just wasn't a physical back. You know, he just didn't. So, you know, seeing Justice Hayes and Jordan Marshall, those dudes have a level of physicality and don't mind working, you know. Don't mind working for those yards. Now, we'll see if Capana or one of the other backs is, you know, somebody that can just go the distance. And that's what they do. They kind of bring something different to the table, you know. But I think Justice Hayes has a little bit more speed than Jordan Marshall. But I think Marshall he gonna be that dude, you know. And depending on how much we run the ball, I know they say they want to be 50-50. If you're gonna run the ball like that, you know, and really lean on it, it's important to have a back that's gonna make something out of nothing, regardless of what down it is, what distance it is. He's gonna make something out of nothing, you know. And to me, Jordan Marshall he's gonna be that type of guy, you know. That's why it was hard for Donovan. What was that, 2023? I mean, he was in a funk 2023, but it was hard for him to get on the field as much because Blake was just super consistent. Like, he wasn't going to lose yards. Whether you hit him in the backfield or whatever, he was going to get yardage. He was going to get 2, 3, 10. He was going to make something out of nothing, you know? And Blake was just amazing with setting those blocks up. He was just amazing with it, honestly. You know, so we'll see. What else were they talking about? Talking about some of the defensive linemen, and, you know, last year was a slick blessing in disguise for some of those guys to be able to get playing time. You know, the corners, obviously, with, you know, Sugar Hill and Zeke, with Will being out, like Will leaving, that's not a shock to us now because he didn't play half of the year. So you're not like, man, we're losing the best corner. We went through most of last year understanding that, all right, Will probably ain't coming back, and guys had to get in there and, you know, had some growing pains. But it's a good thing now because they got some of those growing pains out last year. And same with some of those D linemen, you know. Same with some of those D linemen, you know, in the bowl game. That's not a huge sample size, but, you know, during that last year, they had to rotate those dudes in regardless of how good they were playing or how ready they were, because you couldn't ask Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant to just play the whole game. You can't ask defensive linemen to do that. So those dudes had to be thrown in the fire. You know, they had to be. You know, but that speeds up the maturation process for the D linemen. So it was a blessing in disguise. You know, really. Yep, really. So we'll see. We will see. Let's see. I don't know where y'all be coming from. I don't know where y'all be coming from. It don't bother me to get you up out of here. It don't bother me. I don't mind. But yeah, so we'll see. It's like I say, it's hard to take anything you get from practice that serious. I think they say Evan Leak is playing left tackle now, which maybe that might be his position. Who knows? El Hadi at guard. And that's the goal, Antoine. You want to have two to three D lines, basically. You know, when we won the championship, we had 3 defensive lines that could probably start. Michigan was that deep, that loaded, you know, that year. You know, so that's the thing. You want to be able to wear people out on defense and also on offense. That's the name of the game for Michigan. That's Michigan ball right there. We want to wear you out. Grind you out running the ball, and then hit some precision passes. You know, hopefully we get back to the run it down your throat and then play action pass deep. I miss that. If it's one thing I miss about Michigan football, even when we won the championship, I miss that we didn't run, play action deep bomb. I still miss that we don't do that. I want to get back to that. Hopefully with Chip Lindsey, with Bryce Underwood, and some of these new receivers and guys, we get back to that. Run that rock down their throat and then hit a deep play action pass. I want to get back to that. You know? So, but that's the name of the game. Wear you out. Wear you out on offense, running the ball, grinding you out to where your defensive line wants to quit. Your defense is tired. And then on defense, you want to do the same thing. You want to have at least an 8-man rotation on your defensive line so you wear out their offensive line. You're constantly bringing in fresh guys. You know, you're constantly bringing in fresh guys. So that's the goal of Michigan football, at least, is to wear you out. We want to wear you out, make you quit in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, you don't want no more of this. I don't want no more. You know, so that's the goal. What else? There was something else I wanted to touch on. I didn't think about this, but I watched it this morning. Why Stephen A. Smith act like he was gonna swing on LeBron if he why he act like he was gonna swing on dude? It's too late, Stephen A. You already done got punked. And so now you trying to save face like, if LeBron would have did this, I would have swung on dude. I would have swung on him. Just stop the cap, bro. Just stop. Now you need to stop now. Now you need to stop trying to save face, because you know how black folks, you know how we are. So if somebody come up to you like that, and you don't really cook them right then, if we don't see y'all going back and forth, because let me set the scene. LeBron walks up to Stephen A. It looks like LeBron is just telling him off, and then LeBron walks off. So that makes it look like, okay, LeBron just told you off, and then you just stood there and didn't say nothing. Basically, that's what it looks like. So we're going to say you got punked. LeBron came and told you, don't talk about my son, whatever, and then walked off, and you was just kind of standing there like, oh. So now he's realizing that black folks is talking about you like you got punked by LeBron. You was talking about his son, so he walked up and punked you. And now he like, if he would have said this, man, I would have swung on LeBron. Yeah, I would have swung on him. Yeah, I don't know why y'all acting like, if he would have did this, I would have swung on him. Yeah, he lucky he didn't. Stephen A, I would have swung on him. You hear me? He lucky he didn't touch me, because I would have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know what he thought. Boy, I knock LeBron out. You hear me? He ain't that big. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is that big, bro. Now, where Stephen A messed up was he just let LeBron say that stuff, and then LeBron just walked off. It wasn't a back and forth. So now people are looking at him like, bro, LeBron punked you, walked off, and now you look like you got punked. You know what I'm saying? What you want us to say? You got punked, and that's all it is to it. That's all it is to it, bro. So ain't no trying to save face now like, LeBron, I would have swung on him if he would have touched me or whatever. Boy, stop. That's just that. It was funny to me, But if you stand on what you say, this is the thing. If you stand on it, I'm a journalist. I talk sports. If I talk about you or I talk about your son, they both in the NBA, I'm standing on it. Yeah, I talked about them. Now what? Yeah, I talked about them. I'm going to talk about you. What's up? Yeah, I said it. When we get done talking, I'm going to go talk about you some more. Now what's up? What you want to do about it? But he didn't have that energy, so he didn't have that energy about it, so now he getting cooked. Now he getting cooked in the community. Now he getting cooked in the community, and he don't like it. So he's trying to, I would have swung on him, It's pretty funny. You ain't swinging on LeBron, bro. You ain't. I mean, it's going to ruin your career. Besides the fact it's going to ruin your career, but, bro, you ain't built like that. 6'9", 260, 270 or something? Never. You ain't doing that, bro. You ain't that New York. Boy, you ain't crazy. You ain't crazy. Stephen A will switch up depending on which way the wind blows. He's so damn fake. I don't take nothings. Exactly. He will do that. I think it took him back that LeBron came up to him like that. And when somebody catch you off guard and they start kind of roasting you or whatever, trying to check you, and then before you even realize what happened, They done walked off. They've walked off before you even got a chance to think about what you want to say or got a chance to process what just happened. He done already walked off. So you looking like you go sit down, you like, man, I should have said this. I should have said that. Man, I should have said this. It's too late. He already done cooked you and walked off. You know what? hey, somebody ever make you mad whether you at the grocery store or in a parking lot, it don't matter. At school, and then they and you don't say nothing, or they walk off, and then you like, nah, I ain't gonna say that. And then you go to your car, or they leave, and then you like, man, I should have said this. Man, I should have said that. And then it eats you up for the rest of the day. Man, I should have said this. Man, I should have told her. Man, you better not. Man, I should have told him I'm gonna talk about you and your son. It's too late. It's gonna eat at you for a week, maybe just a day, maybe just a couple hours, but you're gonna be thinking about it like, man, I should have said this. I should have said that. Man, I wish it happened again. I'll say this. It's too late. It's over. It's over. You cooked. You cooked. It's cooked. You cooked. You should have said it then. Stephen A. Lane ass wouldn't have did nothing if he stuck around. Yeah, you right. You right about that. You got to. Stephen A. wasn't gonna do nothing. You know, he wasn't gonna do nothing. But he should have stood on it. He should have stood on it instantly. Like, yeah, I said it. You know. But what else? What else? I just, you know, I saw that video about 2-3 times this morning of Stephen A. saying he gonna swing on. He would have swung on LeBron if LeBron touched him or something. Boy, LeBron is so big, bro. Even Stephen A.'s not that little. I think he's like 6 foot or 6'1" or something. But LeBron is huge. Like LeBron would grab you and just do you like this, like a little rag doll. Like he will literally ragdoll you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. To not get ragdolled by LeBron, you probably got to be about Zion size, honestly. Like you ain't finna ragdoll Zion. That's one person I don't think anybody wants to really have to deal with if he was to get mad or something. You don't want to deal with him. You know, you don't want to deal with Zion. That's a big boy. Hey, Zion is a big. That's a big dog. 285, that weight, all muscle. This man get in shape and he's 285. That's crazy. Out of shape about 300 and still pretty muscular. You don't want to deal with him. Like that dude is crazy. Not to get too off track, but I seen some when Zion first got drafted or whatever. He said he can't even really work out because he'll blow up so much that he really can't work out like lifting heavy weights and stuff because he'll just blow up and be so big. Like you just naturally muscular and big like that. I think Bo Jackson said the same thing. He didn't have to work out like that. He was just naturally a muscular dude like that. These dudes are blessed from God to just be built like that, bro. Just don't make no sense to be, you know, like you're naturally built like a professional athlete. Like I woke up like this, bro. Like what can I say? I woke up like this. You know what I'm saying? if a big Neo like LeBron grabbed you, I'm sorry. I'll get you with the kitty. Bro, LeBron is big, bro. That's why I say if you see LeBron ragdoll dudes in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Only dude I don't think he can just ragdoll like that, like really, is probably Zion. Because Zion is just huge. Like, I remember I saw, what's his name? I remember I saw Zion. He was driving to the rim and he did a spin move but he went chest to chest. He went back to chest of Carmelo Anthony. And you know Carmelo Anthony is known for bullying dudes. Tampa, I'm in Tampa, Florida. Carmelo is known for bullying dudes. And so, man, he ran into Melo and Melo was like, dang, boy. Like, bruh. Like, this dude is just too much. I was like, yeah, this dude is something else. Because Melo's usually the one, he's known for bullying dudes like that, you know? But yeah, so, but it ain't really much going on with the team, honestly, that I can speak factually. You know, I could get on here and, you know, make up a lot of stuff or, you know, draw conclusions out of these little talking points that they give us. It ain't really much to talk about with Michigan right now because we don't get much out of camp, you know. So this is just bad. This is the dead time for us, honestly, because we don't get much out of camp. Nothing. We don't get anything that's tangible really to just sit on here and talk about. It's all speculation. It's all kind of speculation. Yeah, it's all kind of speculation. So, but so, you know, that is what it is. I'm interested to see. But what I was gonna say, you know, defensively, I'm not sure. I think we'll be top 15, top 10-ish. You know, because you still got some new pieces. So we have to see exactly how good those new pieces will fit in. But it is the second year of the system, so I don't expect to see a lot of growing pains. You know, I don't expect to see a lot of growing pains, but it's all opinion. It's all opinion right now, you know. What else? What else is going on? I've been watching this OSU cornerback. They've been hyping him up. Devin Sanchez. I can't front. I had to go look at his film and look at his some of his stuff. He is nice. That boy nice. I can't front. That Devin Sanchez for OSU, he is nice. He is. He is. He's been putting the work. He puts the work in. Day in and day out. Like it's going to be my job. That's how you have to treat it. Like this is going to be my job. You really want them coming in from high school understanding and practicing and working out like this is going to be my job. Then you see those guys. That's the difference between a lot of these dudes. And that Devin Sanchez, he treats it like it's his job. He's been treating it like it. He's been working out and practicing, trying to get better like it's his job. And he's a freshman. He will be a freshman now. He's gonna be nice. I don't like that. But He a dog. He looked like a dog. I ain't gonna front. You know. Now, hopefully Ohio State don't get him on the field that much this year. Hopefully they keep him on the bench, because if by the time we play them, they've worked him along like Michigan worked along Will Johnson. So by the end of the year, he was almost a starter. Hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they try to make him wait his turn, because that boy, he gonna be nice. He's going to be nice. You know, I'd like to see. I'd like to not have to worry about him until next year. You know, adding him with some of the pieces they already got on defense, and he gonna be nice. You know. Yeah, he's going to be nice. But you know, I was listening to you know, I follow like Garrison and some of these dudes on Twitter. And so they you know, I'm new to Twitter. I didn't know all these little listening where you know, you have your little group chat, and you know, it's like 16 people and 20 people in there, and they listening, you know, everybody talking. So, you know, when Garrison or somebody pops up, I, you know, click on it and listen in. The confidence of these Ohio State fans, ooh, it bothers me. They just so confident in this team. And maybe I guess maybe they should be, I guess. I guess maybe they should be. But man, the arrogance. You know, and what I mean by this is Chip Kelly with Ryan Day got you over the hump. Chip Kelly was cooking in the playoff. Chip Kelly was cooking with Chip Kelly's system, with some of Ryan Day's, you know. But he was the difference. He was the difference on the offense. Because we all know Ryan Day gets in his own head, and he'll stop running the ball, and you know, so on and so forth. The fact that they act like losing Chip Kelly isn't a big deal, it's kind of amazing to me. The real difference maker for your offense. All them other dudes, they've been there. They've been there. What was the difference? What was the real difference? It's Chip Kelly. You know? It was Chip Kelly. And now you got you got Brian Hartline with Ryan Day, which could lead to a lot more passing and going away from that run game that, you know, you got to run the ball. I've seen some Ohio State fans, I don't care about running the ball anymore. See, you done got too cocky already and don't realize that's what helps you win the championship. With the running game, staying balanced. When you don't, unless you're just unbelievably good with the passing game, a la Joe Burrow, you know, kind of running a West Coast offense with Clyde's Edwards-Helaire, you don't have to run the ball so well because you're throwing it out of the backfield, these little 2-yard passes, and you know, it's just like a running game. But if you don't run a West Coast offense like that, you have to remain balanced, or you have to be able to run the ball because you become too predictable. You become too predictable. And now Will Howard is gone. I called him a bonehead a lot of last year before somebody says, you called him a bonehead. I also said he can still be, that doesn't mean he can't win a championship. You can always go on a run, and he did. And I said this before he went on the run. I said this after Howard. It just means he makes bonehead mistakes. He didn't make them. He stopped making bonehead mistakes, and he played flawless football. But yeah, you don't know how good Julian's saying. You don't know how these dudes are going to be until they get in the game, because practice ain't the game. You don't know how good they will be until it's live bullets and he sees that linebacker bluffing a blitz, or he sees that linebacker or that edge rusher, or maybe he doesn't see them coming and he starts getting his head knocked in. Will he step up and make the throw? Will he get in the fight? Or will he melt under pressure? Practice ain't the game. You don't truly find out what a quarterback is or what he will be until he starts playing in real games. Unless your quarterback is getting hit in practice, you don't know what he is yet. Not a first-time starter. You don't know what he is yet. You don't know what that quarterback is until those bullets start flying and he starts getting hit in his mouth. Then you're gonna find out what your quarterback is actually about, how good he actually is. Until then, it's just a guessing game. I hear out of practice he's good. Are they getting hit in practice? Ah, well, you just talking. Practice is fantasy land. Practice for a quarterback is fantasy land. He can make all them throws, but guess what? He start getting hit in the mouth. He start getting hit in the mouth in practice. I mean, in real games, all of a sudden his clock in his head starts getting sped up. All of a sudden, he don't want to sit in that pocket. All of a sudden, he's leaving the pocket way too early. All of a sudden, he's throwing it too fast just to get rid of the ball. So you don't know what that quarterback is until he gets in real games and starts getting hit in the mouth. Then then you start to figure out what you got. First time starter, whether he's a freshman or whether he's a sophomore or junior, you really don't know what you got until he gets hit in real games. All that practice, blowing it dead before he gets hit. He threw it right before he was about to get hit and stuff. There's no pressure because he's not going to get hit. There's a difference. Practice ain't the game. So whether it's Bryce Underwood, whether it's Julian saying, we got to wait to see what them dudes going to be once they actually get in game and start getting hit in the mouth. Then we'll find out what both teams got.